So today we're going to be taking a look at Sev, who's a Republic Commando based on his appearance from the video game Star Wars Republic Commando. And I'm a lot more impressed with this action figure than I thought I was going to be. When I saw the initial photos of it, I thought, oh, that's totally doesn't look accurate at all. And in some ways it's still not entirely accurate. But after having this in hand and messing with it a little bit, I actually think it's a really good action figure. But we'll talk more about the figure here in a bit. First, we'll look at the package. It's a Gaming Greats release. I do have Boss reviewed on the channel as well. He was released about 6 months ago at the time of this video. Very nice image of Sev there. And in case you didn't know, Sev is basically the sniper. He's the more aggressive commando of the bunch, you could say. Has a stronger bloodlust. So that's the package. So like I said, it's a really good action figure in a lot of ways. So even though this is sourced off the video game Republic Commando, I think this is actually based upon his appearance more from the Clone Wars series, which he doesn't have any lines. I believe it was season 3, maybe episode 1 or 2. It was during those initial episodes of the Battle Camino that we see the Republic Commandos for a brief moment. And I think Hasbro, even though they put Republic Commando on the package, they've actually sourced it more from the Clone Wars, unfortunately. And I will point out some differences here in a little bit between the Republic Commando accurate Sev and this one. So I'll point out a few things I wish Hasbro did a little bit better on at first. So the torso here, this is not supposed to be entirely gray. When I first saw that, I thought, oh my goodness, that looks absolutely horrible. He does have a little bit of gray on his torso, I think, but it's not the entire armor. And I think, so the red markings that he has on his armor, from my understanding, is supposed to be Geonosian blood. And the 3 3/4 inch Toys R Us exclusive action figure did it right, I think. It looks more realistic in a way, but this, it looks a little cartoony. It looks, it doesn't look like it would be Geonosian blood at all. It just looks like he splattered some red paint on his armor and called it a day. And also these blue markings he has on his armor as well, I don't think is quite accurate. And he's also missing an additional piece on his pack there. And I'll point some of those out here in a little bit as well. But other than that, it's a pretty good action figure. It utilizes a lot of the tooling from Hunters, from the Bad Batch, similar to Boss. Unfortunately, that's as close as we're going to get to the Republic Commandos being released. I wish they got entirely unique tooling, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. And then in the future, if they did a unique Republic Commando tooling, they could do like Feast Karada or a standard Commando, or make up some other characters along the way as well. They could even do Omega Squad. But this seems to be the route that Hasbro is going to go. So in terms of the articulation, he does have the ball joint at the neck there, hinge at the shoulders, and the shoulder armor flexes to his shoulder joint there, which is nice. And he has a hinge at the elbow, then hinged wrists. This one goes in and out, and this one goes up and down. Pretty good range at the torso there. Then of course hinged hips, swivel thigh there, then hinged knees, and rocker ankles as well. In terms of accessories, it comes with a sniper rifle, which I'm glad Hasbro included this. This is accurate to the game. This is the rifle that is most associated with Sev, and the 3 3/4 inch version, at least the 2011 Toys R Us exclusive figure, neglected that. So I'm glad Hasbro did it for this release. And it looks really nice. This is actually one of the best things about this action figure, I think. They did a really good job on this. Lots of good detailing. And as you can see at the beginning of the video, he can get some really good poses with it. And you could even get him in a kneeling pose, I think. See how that goes. Looks really good. Of course, his foot there, you have to put in an awkward position to be able to keep him upright. So like I said, do some comparisons here real quick. Here's the 3 3/4 inch Sev from the Toys R Us exclusive pack. Yeah, you can definitely see a huge difference between the two. And you see what I mean there about the gray on his armor. And then of course the red. This definitely looks more like dried blood on his armor, while this looks more like red paint. And then for his pack there, he has this extra accessory on here, but here he does not. And this one's the more accurate one. Looks like it's red there as well, while it's gray on this part. But like I said, this one includes the sniper rifle. This one just has a standard Republic Commando blaster. I just included that extra droid sniper rifle around him there, just to add some variety. So big difference between the two. This one's a lot more colorful. This one looks more rough and ready, I think. And here he is next to Boss here. So Fixer is starting to make his way around. He hasn't really made his way around the US yet, but looks like between Europe and Canada he's been available, and Scorch has not been announced yet at the time of this video. I really hope it gets announced soon. Who knows if he'll be based upon his Bad Batch appearance or the Republic Commando video game. I would assume they would be consistent and do offer Republic Commando, but who knows with Hasbro these days. But I'm sure he's around the corner. But anyways, would I recommend Sev for your collection? I would, especially if you're a big fan of the Republic Commandos. Like I said, he's not entirely accurate. I think Hasbro could have done a better job with him, but for what he is, I think he's really good. I'm glad that they included a sniper rifle, and it's always nice to have extra clones, and especially a clone commando like Sev, into your collection. Who knows? Of course, now it's not technically canon, but in the Republic Commando video game, he goes missing in action, and we never truly find out what his fate is. And I think there was supposed to be a sequel called Imperial Commando that was to dive a little bit more into that. Unfortunately, that never came to be. It would be nice if it could see the light of day again, but it most likely will not. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more reviews in the future. There will be plenty more to come. And if you have not already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. And I also have my Instagram for the related to the channel linked in the description as well. Post a lot of good photos there. And thanks for watching.